Hey guys, I'm Niaja. Friends call me Nye, and this is the Niaja Clef Mika channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. Obviously, you're interested in what I have to say for today, so if you're interested, just subscribe, like, comment, come back, and let's conversate. All right. So this video is about how to get him to open up. Now, I've learned this over my many years experience on this planet. Okay. That when you provide this atmosphere of peace, non-judgment, unconditional, like people, we don't really understand what unconditional is. Like, I feel like I'm still learning about what love is. Like, love is not just an emotion. I feel like love is accepting who they are, but not being a victim, right? So how do you get them to open up? And we want to keep this, if you have a strong, if you have a relationship that's worth saving, not abusive one. I'm not talking about any abusive relationship. That's a whole different story, whole nother time. Okay, so how do you get him to open up? It's about bringing peace. How do you bring peace? You have to be peace within yourself. It has to be peace within yourself in order for you to bring peace anywhere. All right. So in order to get him or her to open up, you have to be peace. You have to overflow peace. Right. So, and how do you do that, Nye? Well, you can't be judgmental. A lot of y'all are just real quick to judge people on their reactions and what they do and stuff like that. And that was me. You know, I was the type of person that was judgmental about, and I didn't do it out of like I was a mean person or anything like that, or I was like a bully or one of those girls. No, I did it out of, now I know it was just a lack of insecurity in myself, right? When you're being judgmental about someone, right? So I noticed that you're gonna argue. I'm not saying that don't argue, but when you listen, become peaceful, the other person just opens up, because you know people just like to talk, so they will open up to you if you let them. You know, if you're just quiet and you just look into their eyes, it's a lot to tell in a person's eyes. If you look into their eyes, you can tell so much. You can tell about their condition. You can look into their soul. You can see their aura. It's so many different things. You can tell what's going on with them health-wise. It's so many different things if you're silent and you just look into their eyes and give them your full attention and not think about what next to say. And that's very hard, because who teaches us how to have a conversation? School doesn't teach you how to have a conversation, okay? So you have to learn through experience on how to have a conversation. Usually you see that somebody's always looking for the best comeback, but it's really not about that. It's really about in your silence, right? So if you're silent and you're giving that person the opportunity to express themselves, and then you show no emotion towards what they're speaking, you start to learn so much about a person, especially in the early stages of dating. Oh my gosh, ladies, if you're dating someone, right, and they're talking about their lifestyle, they're talking about their likes, their dislikes, or if they're not talking at all, you want to get them to open up, just ask the question, how do you feel about this? I mean, I don't really have, and then say, I don't really have any kind of judgment on that. I'm just curious on what are your thoughts on it. And just let them open up, just let them talk. Let them keep talking, let them keep talking. And don't make faces like, Make mental notes and stuff like that. Because know that people change. And sometimes you really have to get to that first layer, because people be putting on that mask, they be putting on that front, you know what I'm saying? So you don't know whether or not they're giving you the real deal Holyfield, right? So that, like I said, that just really comes with you dating a person, you getting to know them and stuff, and staying silent. Be quiet, be peaceful, Be very peaceful. Let them speak. Don't even think about a comeback. All right? Learn all you can. It's like you're doing your research, honey. Okay? So do your research, right? So that's how you got to stay calm. You can't react. You can't make faces. A lot of you be making faces and stuff, and they be knowing, like, dang, they can't tell you nothing. My husband used to tell me that a lot. Like, I can't tell you nothing because you just overreact. You just do this. You just do that. Because I don't like what you're doing, sweetie. But I'm learning that I'm not going to learn who they are. And I want to know who they are. You don't want a fake person. You want to know who they really are. Right? So, I'm just learning to just be peaceful. And just let them talk. And so they can come to you with anything. So, it's hard to be honest with a person. Because the first thing you're thinking is they're going to be judgmental and stuff like that. They're going to, like, judge you. Like, oh, why you got to judge me? You ain't God. You ain't perfect either. And even if you've made a commitment in your relationship, it's like, you don't want to hurt the other person's feelings and stuff like that. So it's like, oh boy, I say don't talk. Give them a chance to be who they are, and then after you're peaceful, you start to unravel the layers of them. They start to unravel the layers because the first layer is not really who they are. The second layer is not really who they are. I think when you get down to about the 7th layer, then you're starting to get just a piece of who they are. So just be someone's peace, right? Be that person that just to be silent. Just try it, and ask them, like, what do you like to do? I mean, what are your thoughts on skydiving, or what do you think about polygamy and stuff like that? And don't take it as a deal breaker when they say, unless they say something extremely crazy. I'm talking about, let's talk about the people that are a bit more on your level, that little healthy, you're attracting like healthy relationships and stuff like that. Let's talk about that. We're talking about the healthy relationships, and just because I'm speaking in terms of healthy doesn't mean perfect. Okay, so let's keep that in mind. So like I said, be the peace, right? Be silent, right? Non-judgmental. Learn to love unconditionally, and that comes through time. Try to have that poker face, because some of y'all, y'all poker face be straight up crazy. Y'all can read y'all like a book. I mean, that used to be me. But I'm learning to not look at people as if I'm God to them, because what they say, only God could judge me, honey. So you got to look at it like that, right? I need some water. And learn how to love. That's another whole video. Learn how to love, because the person changes and stuff like that. Don't expect them to change for you. They have to want to change. All right, you can inspire them to change, you can motivate them to change, but don't expect them to change for you, because then it's not really real. It's like ultimately a person has to decide, and it's not about if you're worth changing for. Because I used to think it like that, like, I'm not worth changing for, I'm not worth being better for. It's not about you, right? It's about them wanting to change and be a better person for them. Because if they loving themselves correctly, they're gonna love you right? If they're peaceful, they're gonna bring peace to your life. If they don't want it for themselves, they can't really want it for you. It won't last. Man, we make mistakes. Ain't no perfect relationship. People gonna fuck up. That's just how it is. That's just life and stuff like that. And we just, I guess, need to have a list of deal breakers and what's not a deal breaker. And certain relationships are just not deal breakers. I mean, it's certain things that just going to happen because they're learning about themselves and they're learning about what they want, even after they decided that they do want you. I remember my husband telling me that with guys, it's like a different autonomy. I mean, we know that it's like a whole different thing going on as far as hormones and stuff like that with guys, but they know who they want. They know who they want to come home to. They know who's wifey. They know who's just a girlfriend, who's just a side chick. They know this. So you as women, y'all need to know who you want, and not look at it like on the side of potential either. Try not to look at it on the side of potential. Try to look at it as, would this person be able to build with me? Are they building by themselves already? Start pouring into yourself. Start nurturing yourself. Start loving on yourself even more. Like, how do I do that now? How do I love on myself more? How do I nurture myself more? Start asking yourself, what do you love? And then go from there. Alright, so I don't want to make this video too long because I don't know if it probably is. So I'll see you on the next video. I'll check you out later. Alright, peace out, y'all. That's enough.